Hi everyone, it's Lava. So basically, I was at choir and something happened. I was doing a performance. So at first, I'm just gonna do basically a Tokaboka thingy on it. Okay, so, there are like bleachers where my character is standing right here. There are like bleachers over here, but there's bleachers over here, like risers over here, for like the people to see, and the whole entire school is here. So there's risers here. Everyone was singing. We were singing You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. So I need to get the characters out. Just saying, this is like elementary school. So the people are not that old. Okay, just ignore them. Okay, these two, I need that. Okay, yeah, anyways. I'm just using default people. Okay, why is this here? Okay, I'm just gonna use default people because I don't really have the time. Okay, here you go. Okay. So basically, we were singing You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch for our choir, and then this, here, wait. I'm so sorry. Trying to find the microphone. Okay, here you go. Okay, and then, this girl, she comes, she's like, You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I'm just doing it with a different character. And then, okay, so basically, I was in front of these people. They're like popular girls, whatever. Okay, anyways, they were behind me, because there was, I think 4 risers, 4 little thingies, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, I don't remember, but, they were at the very top, and I was second to the top, okay, so, and then, one of my best friends, let me find a character for her. She's so sweet. Oh my god, I love her. Okay. She doesn't really look like this, but then, she, the part. It's like you're a 3-decker sour told stool sandwich. She says that, but she goes all out. I guess she was pretty extra, but who cares, right? She's being very, what's it called? Sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. Also, don't worry, I'm not crying. My nose is really runny because I don't know. The flu season is coming, so that's why I sound like I'm crying. Don't worry, I'm fine. But okay. So basically, I was thinking, okay, that was a little bit extra, but still, she's so confident all the time. She wears what she wants to wear. She says what she wants say, and she doesn't care what other people say, so that made me so happy. But then these girls in the back had to ruin it for us, and then for me, and then she was doing those really big jazz hands, and then she went back, and then she wasn't that close to them, and then also just saying there were more people than this, and they were they were mocking her and saying rude stuff. They're you're 3 days out the same way. Doing weird, not weird, annoying stuff because they're not popular. You're not the center of attention. Oh yeah, also don't worry, I'm gonna be name dropping because it's not good to it's not good to say rude things about people because they could that ruins their health, their mental health, and anything about it just ruins it could ruin her confidence, my friend's confidence. So that's why I'm gonna name drop at the end, okay? Because that's so deserved. I know, I'm sorry that's mean or something, but they really deserve it. Okay, anyways, I've been known as sensitive, usually. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cry. I'm usually known as sensitive. I'm usually sensitive sometimes. like any tiny rude thing someone says, I probably will cry. So I kind of was crying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But like I just started crying and I couldn't control it. And then there was this like little girl with her little friend. She wasn't this little, but like she was like whispering to her friend's ear and she was like covering her mouth. And then she was pointing at me because I was crying. And then I did not know what to do. Just saying, because I've never like interrupted a performance before. And there was this little thing next to me at the end right here. And it wasn't a table, but it was like those little banner thingies, but it has like little sticks on the bottom so you can like take pictures behind it. They're also presents. And then like one of my fourth grade teachers, she does not look like this. None of the characters look like this, except I kind of look like this. I don't really look like that. But anyways, she like, she came from the back of this thingy, and she tapped my back like to pull me over, and then she was like, oh, also, I'm just going to do, like, a role play about this. I'm just explaining the story. And she was like, what's wrong, honey? And stuff like that. And then she was like, and I was like, they're being mean. Sorry, I cannot control my laughter. I'm laughing about something I was crying about. I don't get it. Okay, anyways, I was like, I'm laughing at myself. But they're being so mean. Stuff like that. And then, she was like, oh, it's okay. They're, I forgot. She was saying some nice things, and she was like, okay, let's take some deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Why is the teacher crying? Breathe in. Breathe out. Wait. Okay, do you think you could perform now? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, just saying, we had to, like, it was, like, a short day, so I had to, what's it called? I had to, I didn't do my speaking part because it would take too much time. But it just, like, this next song is a familiar one, You Got a Friend in Me. That's my speaking part. So, anyways. There's also a teacher before she came looking, she did, obviously she did not look like this. Just saying, because, yeah, that's too inappropriate for a teacher. But she looked kind of concerned for me. She was like, huh? She was like kind of concerned. She was like looking back and stuff like that. And then this teacher I know, I'm not teacher, but she's like a staff member. She's kind of, I wouldn't say friends, but I'm very close with her. And then the first thing, like, before, like, when I was crying, I'm sorry this isn't in order, but, I was crying, and, like, okay, just pretend. The stupid girl, why does she have to cry? Wait. Okay, anyways, I was looking at her, and then she was, like, signing and, like, mouthing, are you okay? And then, I was, like, no, I was, like, mouthing no, and, like, some of my friends, I'm just gonna pretend they're here. Let's like pretend these are my friends. They're like, "Hey, you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. And then, at the end of the show, I tried to, I kept in my tears. I just tried to like, hide them. I was sad though, but then like I didn't want anyone worrying for me, so I was just like smiling. And my friend Reese. Okay, well, her name's Reese. I'm not saying her last name because, yeah, there's thousands of Reeses in this world. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to name drop. She was like saying, "Hey, you okay?" Like at the end of the show because we were like sitting down. And these people, they moved to the top. Oh, I forgot to say, these two, just saying, in the classes, they're both weird and ugly. So yeah, this actually kind of made me sad. But my other friend, she, again, they don't look like this, but like she was like, they were performing, and then she heard them. She told me this. So one of them is Charles Rue, Wyatt Young, okay, and they were like saying, okay, so basically one day my friend wasn't here, like she was like, her throat was kind of itchy, so someone else did her speaking part, and just pretend this girl, and then she was like, saying, you're 3 days out to same age, blah blah blah, and then they were like saying she would have done it better than Reese, so like she did it better than her, and I was saying, I just hope my friend doesn't see this because I don't want to get, you know what I mean, but I had just lost my train of thought. Anyways, this was before the performance in front of the whole entire school, so yeah, and yeah, I think I can, yeah, and I'll make a role play, so, and then my counselor, I'll just say it's this girl, it's the end of the show, we're leaving, I put on a fake smile because I don't want anyone worrying about me, okay, I just put on a smile. I mean, I'm not smiling that much. I'm just like, tiny smile, very tiny smile. And then, this is the same friend, and I was walking, and then I went, okay, that's a little too far here. And I was like over here, and I wasn't smiling at all. Just saying, I was like sad. I was like, sorry. Oh, wait, sorry. I meant to do this. No, this one. No, this one. You come here. Okay. And then, I'm sad. And then she's like, oh, do you want to check up on in January? And then out of nowhere, without a warning, I just start crying. My body never gave me a sign. Oh, okay, let's start crying. Nope, just straight to crying. So then I put my hands on my face because I was embarrassed, and I put it on her chest, kind of I put myself on her chest, but it wasn't a weird way or made her uncomfortable. Don't worry, I checked in, not checked in, but she would have told me if she was uncomfortable or something, if you know, you know. So yeah, and then she was like, okay, or I guess we can just go check up on today. But she wasn't saying it in a mean way, don't worry. And so we were heading to her office. This is not her real office. It's way more comforting. And she was like, okay, so tell me what's going on? What's happening? I mean, what happened or something like that, she wasn't saying it in a rude way, again. She's very nice, just saying. I was like, okay, I stopped crying when I was talking to her in the hallway. I was basically just saying the whole entire story, not all of it, but some of it. And sorry. And I was in her office, and she was like, she has these games that don't break the ice. I just wanted to play a game that didn't make me think so much. I didn't want to play Uno because I don't want to, think too hard about playing a game. I was scared for. Oh, I forgot to say a part. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna finish this part. Sorry, and I was just, we're playing Connect 4. She won. I won once. She won once. And then we went back to our classrooms and we did a little winter party thingy. They don't do it in middle school, I think, yeah, they don't. Anyways, so, okay, this is actually, so, one of the popular girls, let's just pretend it's this person, but she's really pretty, she's, the prettiest 5th grader in school, one of them, because there's this other girl that's really pretty, but she doesn't, okay, yeah, anyways, so she was with her other friend, she was like, hey, our, pretend these are the principals, not really, but, just pretend, and then my music teacher was talking to her because she was, checking in, and she saw me crying, and, they were like, hey, do you think you can, not tell the principals that, we talked bad about anyone, because we never did. And I was like, oh yeah, I know, I never said anything about that. Oh yeah, just saying, I told my 4th grade teacher the names of the people, but I never said the pretty girl and the other girl, her friend. So yeah, I said, yeah, I never said anything like that. I was like, no, actually I said okay. I was like, okay. And then so my vice principal came, and she like hugged me, and she was saying how like I don't need to sit with them. She probably saw like they were talking to me, trying to like persuade me not to like tell on them. So I had to sit like on the the bottom row of the thingy, but like on the floor. And yeah, and then my other friends, I mean, they're not really my friends, they're just like, people. They're like, hey, you okay, and stuff like that, but they were being comforting, but I just didn't want to tell anyone. So yeah. And then after that, I went, whoa, my screen just froze. Wait, I can't move. Well, okay, sorry, I have to pause the replay for a second. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways, so, I was with my counselor, talking, playing the game, and, I finally, actually kind of got happy, but, like, before that, I was like, oh, like, I was still, like, crying, and I was like, oh, can you email my teacher I'm here, because I didn't want her to get scared. I know throwing away the stuff doesn't do anything, so, anyways, she was like, yeah, sure, thanks for reminding me, and stuff like that. I might have to, like, do a part 2 on this right now, but it was actually really cold. No, it wasn't. Okay, yeah. Okay, anyways, we played the game, and then she took me to class, and then I felt better, but I was still sad, but I just didn't want to really tell anyone, because, like, I was scared that, like, like, I just didn't want anyone knowing, because, like, it would get, like, everyone would be like, oh, what happened? And then it's going to go to every single person, because basically the whole school saw me crying in a performance, and we did You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, right? But the thing is, I was, like, singing part of it, and then, like, I heard it, and I just started crying. I was, like, crying during a different song. Like, that song was over, I was still crying during this Hanukkah song that we were singing. It was actually a really good song. I was sad like that I couldn't. But anyways, so yeah, I was, like, literally crying through a different song, and I was like, help, somebody help me, because I'm just sitting here crying because like I couldn't even control it. Like, I wanted to stop crying because it was so embarrassing. Nope, my body's like, nope, we're joking. And now, like, basically the whole entire school knows that some kid just started crying during a choir performance for no absolute reason. So that's what they're thinking. So yeah, that's just amazing. But yeah, I'm just gonna make it like a Tokaboka roleplay, like, okay? So yeah, just know the character. Oh yeah, I forgot a name drop. Okay, so all of the people who are being rude and talking bad about my friend. Also, lots of people make fun of her because she's like, maybe she, like, this is words that I've heard from other people. Something about her dressing weird. I think her outfits are cute. Like, they're okay. They may not be like jeans, sweatshirt. Like, no, it's not really her style. But like, she wears like. Sorry, my nose is like. Okay, she sometimes wears like little cute dresses to school, like fabric dresses. Not really like, like dresses, but yeah. So yeah. And I think that's the end of this quote unquote role play, I guess. It wasn't really a role play, but I guess Oh yeah, I forgot a name drop. Emmy Hart, Chloe. I forgot her last name. She's lucky. Chloe. Oh, Sawyer. Sawyer. What's her last name? I forgot her last name. Sawyer. I forgot her last name. I feel bad. But Emmy Hart and this Chloe girl, I don't know much about her, but Emmy Hart, she's usually really nice. Like, I think it was, like, Sawyer that, like, influenced her, because she's never, like, that mean. She never makes fun of anyone. So I'm kind of surprised. So, yeah. But anyways, those people deserved it and deserved being name dropped. Like, I could, like, do more, like, I could, like, like, spread a rumor about them or stuff like that, but that's just plain rude. But, like, name dropping is, would be, I guess, better. So, yeah. Okay. I hope you guys, well, why would you enjoy it? But, enjoyed it, I guess. And, have a good winter break. Happy winter break. Put coats on, because it's gonna be freezing. Bye. Lava out.